Hello everybody, Dr. Steph here. January has been quite the ride. So I have found myself actually really deep in some old patterns of self-doubt and of some, uh, I would say guilt and maybe this need to justify the new level of spiritual clarity, but also rest that my soul is needing at this time to really integrate all of what is there to all of what's there to be alchemized in the year of 9 and let go. So I really feel like I've been through the washing machine, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well. And I, I have been so much in the washing machine that I'm like, I don't really know if I have anything to offer right now, because there's the self-judgment of why am I not just recognizing this for what it is? Oh, it's a growth opportunity. Fantastic. I want to grow. That's exactly what I asked for from the universe. Let me take that discomfort. It's that, like I maybe had that anticipation that would be my reaction, and it's very much not been that. So maybe that's you too. And what I wanted to share in particular is when I am in a cycle like this, either an intense cycle of coming towards the light in gentle ways, or even in more uncomfortable, little bit chaotic ways, I have I have been particularly aided by Alana Fairchild's Oracle decks. And the one that I'm spending a lot of time with right now is this White Light Oracle deck, thanks to my friend Missy, who turned me onto it. And the 5 of the last 7 days, I have gotten this card. So that really communicates something to me. Sometimes I'll get 1, 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4, but to have this 5 out of the last 7 days, it obviously has something to tell me. And so I wanted to share this card with you and its message, because that is going to be true for me, but I just know that there are those of you out there that are feeling the chaos and that are maybe even feeling a little bit of that self-judgment of like, why is this so hard to let these things go? Or why do I feel stuck in old patterns? Does that mean that I didn't let it go? And am I going to be able to do this? So those questions that come up are not necessarily signs of you failing, and not to say that it's normal or that it's necessary or anything like that, but just to offer a comforting hand and even offer a breath of validation that like you are doing just fine. You are doing just fine. So, are you ready to see this card? For those of you familiar with Alana's deck, this card is Sovereign Queen Maeve. And she's absolutely gorgeous and powerful. There is so much in this particular card reading that a new part will stick out every time. And what I will say about this card that is most important to share with you now is the idea that Queen Maeve is a feisty initiator. Okay, she is the one who will stick up for herself. And she has boundaries, not just for the sake of protecting the ego, very far from it. Her boundaries, Alana's words are so beautiful in this, her boundaries are all about protecting sacred space, lest it be trampled on by ignorance. And isn't that important? Because when we get in this zone of increased sensitivity and this feeling of I should be able to deal with this better, what is a natural response but to look to others for maybe even validation that whatever chaos you feel you're experiencing, which may be showing up in your interpersonal relationships, a natural tendency may be to go to another person and validate, hey, this is a crazy situation, right? Like, I'm justified in feeling upset about this. And you probably are. You probably are. But what Queen Maeve's boundaries are recognizing that you do not need that other person's validation, and you do not need to justify to those in your world who think that you should just be getting on and getting over it. You don't need to justify to them. You can protect that space and time of tenderness and of coming into your own, because you know, part of you knows that this is a sacred time of coming into yourself. It's the swampy part of that swampy solo part of the journey that can be really disorienting, but is also a necessary, you have to pass through it to get to that next beautiful, expansive horizon and opening and transformative time in your life. So you traveling there, Queen Maeve is the one that you can call on within your heart to just have this sense of confidence and security in yourself that you do not need to prove to someone else, and you don't need to explain, I'm going through a spiritual transformation, I'm not always like this. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to justify yourself to anyone. You can honor that sacred space. And if that is resonating, then drop down into your heart and allow that tenderness, the tender garden of your heart, allow yourself to zoom out and see that as a sacred place where a lot of transformation is happening beneath the soil, and it just can't be stepped on right now. So you can block that off. It doesn't have to be in a mean or rude way. You can block that off to your own critical voices, your own self-judgmental voices that come up. You can remind them that you are going through a sacred transformation, and just give yourself that space to be, and commit to not questioning that you are on the right path and this is okay to take this time. And then similarly, you can do that with others as well. And it's a little bit of letting go of a pattern at the same time of seeking approval and validation from others. Queen Maeve is also here to give you that confidence that you don't need that. You can actually give that to yourself in this moment, and it will be enough. So I hope that that is helpful for you. And I'm looking forward to connecting more as we continue to slough off some of these old patterns and step into our highest light. And what I'm so excited about for you listening is, as I put myself out there more and learn who is drawn to this work, I am learning that the people who I am meant to serve are those that have a big mission, And a lot of times when you have a big mission, you are also very empathic. So being empathic, growing up empathic, means that you tend to feel at this point in your life a sense of responsibility towards others, and that serving others is intertwined with your mission. So it's a little bit sticky to figure out how to disentangle this sense of always serving other people's needs before your own, how to disentangle that from your unique mission and vision and purpose. And what I am enjoying working with people to do is determine that they are the ones that they need, and decide, oh yes, I can put myself first, and I do love myself, and I am doing great. Really embody that knowing of self-acceptance and self-love, and from this space of knowing, okay, I'm gonna pour into myself first, finding joy again, finding energy again, and feeling the inevitability that you will achieve your mission, and you will serve so many more as you honor yourself. And that's a really beautiful moment of transition. And it's not necessarily a one-time thing, but continuing to come back to that is so beautiful, because you feel this sense of permission to love your life. And then it naturally, as you love your life more, it naturally just flows off of you. The light flows off of you, and you serve more and more people than what you ever expected. So that's who I get to work with, and that is a beautiful thing. And people with gifts, people with intuitive gifts who may have felt a little bit left out as a kid, and then even into adulthood learned how to function really well, but don't really feel quite known by anybody, and sometimes not even quite known by their spouse, even if they feel loved by their spouse. So that is a joy as well. And people who are in that stage of discovering and seeing their gift as a gift, as like, oh my gosh, this actually is amazing. But it's before that point, it can be kind of lonely when you don't know yet, but know that you love people and that you love life and that you want to do something big, and yet the connection isn't always happening. And that's because it's internal first, and we as empaths forget that and are so used to connecting with other people. So if that sounds like you, I do have a school community that I would love to invite you into. There's some lovely other empaths in there too, and just keep getting to know you and keep getting to grow our own circle of being able to support each other and see each other as the beautiful, magical creatures that we are. So, sending so much love to you. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.